The universe, they say, began with a single perfect note. From that note expanded all of space, all of time, all of possibility. And to keep this magnificent symphony from descending into chaos, an order was established. A great celestial engine was built, not of gears and steam, but of threads of light and moments of memory. This was the Loom of Chronos. The weavers at the loom were the Aevum, gentle ethereal beings of pure consciousness. Their task was immense and delicate, to spin the raw potential of the future into the solid, immutable thread of the past. Each human life was a single, brilliant thread in the tapestry, and the Aevum ensured every moment was woven perfectly into place, one after another, in unbreakable sequence. Among the Aevum was an apprentice named Lyra. Lyra was curious and brimming with the tenderness the older, more meticulous weavers lacked. She loved the human world, its explosive emotions and fleeting beauty. Often, she would pause in her work to watch a particularly joyful moment, a first kiss under a rain-soaked awning, a child's unrestrained laughter, the quiet peace of an old couple holding hands. Her role was simple. She would take the shimmering, unformed possibility of what will be, and just before it became what is, she would dip it into the vat of solidified time, fixing it forever as a memory in the past. One day, she was weaving the thread of a young woman named Lyra. Lyra was walking home through a city park on a crisp autumn afternoon. The sun was dappled through yellow leaves, and the air smelled of wood smoke and decay. It was a beautiful but simple moment. As Lyra reached for the next moment, Lyra, noticing a specific blackbird on a branch, she fumbled. Her ethereal hand trembled with a sudden, overwhelming empathy for the simple, profound beauty of the scene. The shuttle slipped. A single shimmering droplet of the liquid time, a moment that was meant to be anchored firmly in the past, splashed onto the thread of the future. Lyra gasped, quickly wiping it away, but the damage was done. The substance of a memory had prematurely touched the moment yet to be lived. Down in the park, Lyra stopped. The sight of the blackbird tilting its head, the particular pattern of light through the oak tree, the distant chime of a bicycle bell, it crashed into her not as a new experience, but as an echo. A deep, unsettling certainty washed over her. I have seen this before. I have lived this exact second. The feeling was powerful, disorienting, and gone as quickly as it came. She shook her head, dismissing it as a trick of the mind, and walked on. She had just experienced the first déjà vu. Lyra was chastised by the master weaver. The order must be maintained, child. The past is past. The future is future. To mix them is to create a paradox, a ghost in the machine of a soul. But Lyra couldn't forget the look on Lyra's face. It wasn't one of confusion or fear, but one of profound, if fleeting, connection. It was as if, for a nanosecond, her entire existence had made perfect, cohesive sense. Secretly, Lyra began to experiment. Not often and never enough to cause harm. Just a tiny stolen droplet here and there. A spilled moment on the thread of a man about to choose a path that would lead to heartbreak. A splatter on the thread of a woman, moments before a great inspiration. She wasn't trying to change their fate, merely to annotate it. She discovered the spilled memory didn't show people their future. Instead, it gave them a haunting, inexplicable glimpse of their own past as it was being written. It was the dizzying sensation of standing both in the present and in the archives of your own life, seeing the moment filed away the instant you experience it. The master weaver eventually discovered her rebellion. He was furious. "You have contaminated the purity of the timeline." "But look," Lyra pleaded. directing his gaze to the tapestry. "Look at their faces." The master weaver looked. He saw the man who felt déjà vu just before his heartbreak. The feeling didn't stop the pain, but it gave him a strange comfort later, as if the universe had acknowledged his suffering in advance. He saw the woman who felt it before her breakthrough. The sensation shook her from her routine thinking and opened her mind to the idea that would change her life. He saw people feeling a sense of wonder, of mystery, of the uncanny, a reminder that their story was part of a larger, more mysterious narrative. It was not a flaw of memory, but a feature of existence they were never meant to see. The master weaver's anger softened. The human experience, he observed, was not meant to be a perfectly straight line. It was a story. And what is a story without a little mystery? Without a sense of fate, of strained echoes, of moments that feel like they rhyme? He did not banish Lyra. Instead, he gave her a new title, the Weaver of Resonance. Her new, sanctioned duty was to occasionally, and with great discretion, allow a single drop of the past to fall upon the future, not as a mistake, but as a gift. A reminder that our lives are not just a random series of events, but a woven tapestry, that sometimes the soul recognizes the pattern it is a part of, even if the mind cannot comprehend it. So, the next time you feel it, that sudden, startling whisper that this has happened before, don't dismiss it as a neurological glitch. It is Lyra's work. It is the universe, for a fleeting second, allowing you to feel the loom. It is a secret message from your past to your present, a momentary stitch in time, reminding you that your story is being woven, that every moment is both a discovery and a memory, and that you are exactly where you are meant to be.